Evening Hatters, I'm back. It's your boy, Trey Brown, doing what I do best, talking. Talking without a script, kind of my thing. And for the most part, I'm going to have uh, this thing crawling all over me tonight because, she lives with me. So, you know, she'll be, she'll be back and forth with it while I do this. So, tonight's commentary, I wanted to talk about uh, the whole thing about internet dating. And a friend of mine suggested it to me, and so I said, you know what, I'll talk about it. So, tonight on Relationship Chronicles, we're going to talk about online dating. So, a little about me. I've done online dating. I would go as far as saying I've been pretty successful at it. Actually, that's where I met the aforementioned child's mother. So, uh, and honestly, I don't regret doing it, but I've definitely given up on it. And why is that? Because honestly, it comes with a lot of disappointment. Uh, Excuse me one second. I gotta love this thing real quick. Okay. All right, baby. Come on. Dad ass trying to record, okay? Come on. Okay, look. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, you see. Look. Yeah, say hi. Yeah. Good job, baby. Good job, Gumball. All right. Go. Go bother grandma. So, there is obviously an importance and a practicality to online dating, and clearly, it does work for certain people. Just being honest, it does work for certain people, and this is where why I would suggest that people, well, why I suggest that men don't engage in it. Oh, are you okay? Okay. Ooh, that was scary. Yeah, here's why I would suggest people don't engage in online dating, and the reason that I suggest that men don't get into it is pretty simple. Is that the ratio? Okay, if we're gonna be honest, the ratio is just terrible, and you know with that ratio, it comes with a lot of disappointment. There's going to be a lot of guys who's just not going to get anywhere, you know, and and with that, there's just going to be a lot of women are just going to get a lot of free attention, and it's just going to be like, okay, well, outside of that, they don't have to respond, or you know they can just get you to watch whatever live stream they're doing on these dating apps and stuff like that. Because ever since live stream became a thing on the dating apps, I mean, it basically made online dating useless because everybody will just be like, okay, come watch me vibe, and and that'll be the extent of you getting to know that person. Basically, you're not getting to know them at all. You're not doing anything. You're just giving them the attention that they want, which it's not a bad thing, I guess, but there's nothing in it for you really. Another reason would be, and this one is a really important one, is so you can avoid being a victim of foodie call dates. Now, one of the things that I looked up in some articles, and there were a few articles about this, is that it's almost guaranteed that if you're doing online dating, almost all of the foodie call dates come from internet dating. You know, that's been proven in the study, and a lot of women are not ashamed about doing it because it's simply put, you know, if you're offering and you're paying, I mean, you ain't got to know that you're being played. It is what it is. You know, that was actually something that even Kevin Samuels covered. Kevin Samuels covered it. Other Manosphere content creators covered it. Hell, even the Sisterhood covered it. You know, it is a thing, and the thing is that it mostly comes from online dating. You know, and the other thing about online dating is that you don't really get the whole story. You know, you never get someone's whole story, and that's men and women alike. You're never gonna get somebody's whole story. You know, you get what's put in the bios. You get someone's best pictures. You know, you never get everything. You know, and seeing there's this thing about where guys all of a sudden started caring about body counts and kids and things of that nature, which is understandable. I totally get that. You know, and this is just my opinion. So before anybody comes pulling the SIM card, just understand, that this is just my opinion, right? The whole body count thing, it's meaningless to me. It's meaningless to me because everybody will talk about, you know, a woman will lie about it, or you'll never really know it. And if it really is true, if that really is true, and it's really super high or too high for your standards, then at a certain point, you really just shouldn't care about it at that point, because I mean, it would be asinine to even press the issue if you're already gonna assume in your heart of hearts that a woman is lying about it, or if you just believe that it's super high anyway. Okay, so once upon a time, I'm sure internet dating used to be was relatively easy, and that's primarily because, you know, it was, you know, it was just generally accessible to everybody. Everybody was doing it. It just made sense. Now, in a practical sense, yes, it does help people find, you know, what they're looking for. And not every time are you gonna get, you know, your desired match. And that's another problem, is that everybody is trying to go for the best looking thing, and then anything that you feel like you're settling for, you're just using in a bad way, whether it be sex, money, a place to stay, or whatever, while you try to find better. And that's something that kind of killed the game as far as dating goes anyway. And that's why, you know, dating became dumb, because it's like, you know, instead of just going with the first person you like, you know, you're going after one thing, and then you're trying to find better, instead of just being like, okay, well, this is right here works out, especially with us guys. You know, instead of just saying, okay, well, this works out right here, let's just roll with this and see how far it goes. Instead, we're doing this thing where we find something. I mean, I hate to say it like this, but ladies, don't kill me. We go for what we would consider average, and then just toy with that for a little bit and try to find better, which I think is stupid too. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I was guilty of that sin, because I am. The other thing with that goes is when we try to go for exactly what we're looking for, and honestly, it happens to everybody, even the best looking of guys. It happens to everybody. You get the no response thing, or the rejection and things of that nature. And yes, the disappointment is there. It is what it is. You know, I'm a firm believer in, okay, if you get rejected, you move on to the next. And I can tell you right now, if I had screenshot all the screenshots that I had seen, it would probably overflood my Google Cloud, because I have seen the end results of rejections, and I swear some of you guys are worse than the females y'all claim to not be interested in. It's just like, dude, it ain't that serious. Rejection isn't that serious, and that'll be a video I make in the not so distant future, because I think that's something that needs to be talked about, because nobody wants to talk about it, especially in manosphere spaces, red pill spaces, or whichever one. I don't know if they're one and the same or not, but I think that is something that does need to be addressed, because I think it's pretty childish, especially, you know, when you're on the internet and you can be exposed by pretty much anybody, because anybody can see that, you know. But overall, when it comes to just internet dating, I'm against it, but at the same time, I am a firm believer that it has its practical standpoints, and so I believe that, you know, it should continue to move forward. I just think a lot of the dating apps just got to do better. Honestly, they just got to do better, have better features, and, you know, find a way to get more women involved, because I can tell you right now, with the ratio that it is, ain't nobody getting nowhere. And I get why a lot of women don't want to do internet dating, because, you know, you can pretty much, you know, find a guy anywhere, you know, and I understand that, a lot of women, they can find PP anywhere, but, you know, finding a guy who is actually invested in them, that's even harder. And unfortunately, you know, the women who come with the booty calls make it hard for them, and it kind of just kills the whole trust thing, because, you know, there's guys who's just trying to be players or trying to be something on the internet that they're not in real life. It makes things difficult. It really does. So I do understand, you know, all those negative points that come with internet dating. But, you know, until that ratio kind of balances itself out, I would suggest men just not do it, because it's just not helpful. It's not impactful. You know? But hey, tell me what you guys think in the comments section. Tell me what you guys think overall. You know, hit that like button, share it, tell your friends about it, subscribe. And as y'all always know, kindness is free, and I'm cheap as fuck. Y'all have a good night, peoples.